Do you read it aloud either to yourself or to someone else as well?
No, I don't do that. Every once in a while, I will. If there's a heavy dialogue scene, I might read a couple of passages out loud to myself. But it's just not a process, not a part of the process for me, by and large.
And when you're doing that first,
do you do that? Do you do
I've
that
tried
now?
it. The thing about, I love this this podcast because I love the guests that come on here and I love the information that I get. My least favorite part of the podcast is me. If there was a way to cut me out of it, it would be so much more listenable later. So I won't record myself reading it. Occasionally I will read it out loud to a plant because they need their carbon dioxide. But no, I want people to read it far away from me. And when the audiobook, when it's time for the audiobooks, I let the narrator take care of it. Maybe one day before the end, I'll record one of my own audiobooks, but I hate the thought because then it would be the one audiobook of mine I couldn't listen to.
So have you had your books done on audio, and are you happy with how they've been read?
Oh, I'm thrilled with how they've been read because I picked the narrator and I worked with him every step of the way, and we go back and forth, and I give him notes actively. I also learned a lot about diplomacy doing that. Fortunately, I've got a little bit of a background in theater, and I was originally a film student, so I directed movies and I've worked with actors before. So I have a little bit of sensitivity of what not to say. I still said the wrong thing a couple of times, but better than average. So yeah, that's a thrilling process, especially with like the Banneker Bones audiobook has been so helpful to me as I'm writing the 2 sequels, so I can go back and I can listen to how my words sound coming out of someone else's mouth. Okay, great.
I should do that. I haven't actually tried that. I have an audiobook on a lot of my books, but I haven't done that yet, which is interesting. It's funny. I just was starting to map out the synopsis of my third Project Z book. And I did something which I haven't done really before, which is read back the last third to myself of the second Project Z book. It kind of helped me for where I think the story should. A lot of time compare synopsises of my books along the way. But this is the first time I've actually gone back and read the book before as a means to find inspiration for the synopsis for my next book.